I don't see you.
Good morning. Let me make sure my volume is up. Good morning, everybody. Whoever is out there. I think you got to mute it.
I just want to make sure that you're on. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice lighting.
You think it is? I'm not sure about this lighting. I'm in a different corner of my home. We don't get a lot of natural light in this area. I don't know. Right now, I'm looking, my view is of the forest. We have a big, big, big balcony. So it's from floor to ceiling. It's from floor to ceiling. And you see all the forest. We're up high. So that's a nice view, especially in the winter when it snows. It's really nice when a lot of snow falls, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So how was your week?
Well, we got 3 people.
Hi, everybody out there.
I didn't have COVID, so I'm good.
No COVID for you?
No.
Me neither. We had a scare a couple weeks ago. We both got tested, but we were negative. No COVID. So that's good. I mean, you can't be too careful because, I mean, you could be so careful and then be in contact with the wrong person and then you get sick. So it's just like playing, I don't know, what's that game where you just take a chance?
Chance?
Chance.
There's a
playing the
board
game
game
of chance. You could be so careful and still, the mail, like that mail guy in the post office, he wasn't wearing a mask. Some sort of shield he was wearing. I'm just working on some crochet this morning just to keep my hands busy. How was everybody else's week? I feel like Sunday is like, Saturday's the weekend, and then Sunday's like catch your breath because we're going to do it all over again. Monday starts in a few hours, practically. So, how was your day yesterday? You went out bird watching. Did you see any?
Well, while your friends were here hooking with you.
No.
I was out bird watching, yes.
No, we were just Zooming.
Oh.
We were just Zooming. Yeah.
Or while you were Zooming. Yes, it was good. I saw a snowy owl yesterday. Everyone's seeing snowy owl around me except me.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I'd get my snowy owl fix. I drove 2 hours.
A snowy owl.
Snowy.
Why do they call it a snowy owl?
This only comes down when there's snow.
Really? But there's no snow.
No, because it just likes the winter. They normally live up north, way north.
Like Canada?
Yes, and then in the Arctic. And then when it starts getting cold around here, they come down this way. Because they like cold weather.
They're like penguins.
Mm-hmm. They will get hot if it's hot.
Like me when I get my hot flashes.
Mm-hmm.
Those hot flashes, the struggle is real, y'all. The struggle is real. I'm opening up the windows. It's 2 degrees. I'm like, open those windows.
Yeah. So you're like Jacob.
Jacob from Twilight.
Yes.
Really hot all the time. And you are Edward. You're freezing. But I went for a procedure at the doctor. Listen to this now, babe.
Mm-hmm.
I entered the building. I'm like hot. I'm really hot. My coat is so warm. It could withstand Alaska weather. Mm-hmm. And I walk in there and they're about to take my temperature and I'm like, Oh man, they're gonna see that I have a temperature because I'm so hot. I'm so hot. I'm so hot.
Mhm.
And she takes my temperature. You know what it reads?
What?
95 degrees.
Ooh,
Cold. Isn't it supposed to be 98.6?
yeah.
95 degrees.
Shoot.
Oh my gosh. In the middle of a hot flash. So that was good because I got to get my procedure done.
Mhm.
So those back procedures hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a YouTube of it.
Of the back procedure?
It seems like there's a lot of YouTube surgeries on YouTube's now too.
Yeah.
There's nothing on YouTube. If you can think it, it's on YouTube.
Everything's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Everything. How to fix
I learned my camera photography on YouTube.
in your car. When you got that new car last year.
Yeah.
People made videos of
But people
of the
make
car.
videos of everything on YouTube. Everything. I'm thinking of making stuff on YouTube. Writing a review about my belt 5 years later.
Your belt?
My belt.
What belt?
It's called a tactical belt.
Tactical belt. But you do have that video that so many people viewed.
Mhm.
How many people viewed it
I don't
already?
even know. I think last time I checked, it's like 3,000 views.
It was when our boys were doing driver's ed, and there's a certain route that they take you on.
Don't
So
give my idea.
I'm just telling you that that's the video
I
that
know.
so go on his channel and look at it.
No. Okay. Let's see here. I don't want to click off of it.
No, you don't have to click off it. I'm just talking. You don't have to automatic know me. This guy, he's automatic know.
No.
He asked him a question. Do you want some?
No.
Are you gonna?
No.
Do you want to go?
No.
See? I mean, automatic no. 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 Everything.
Should I
No.
prove myself? No.
No. Oh my gosh. Everything. And then he goes, oh yeah, wait, I changed my mind. Okay, so it keeps on going from 4 to 3 people watching. 4 to 3 people watching. I wonder who's all watching. If you can just put that thumbs up button, and if you have to go, you have to go, but give this video a thumbs up. I realize there is another crafter who is live right now. And that's the thing with YouTube. I try not to go live when other YouTubers go live, but it's impossible, right? Because there's so many people on YouTube. But I at least try to watch the people that I subscribe to. I know certain channels go live every week at the same time, or sometimes every other day at the same time. Some do it every single day at the same time. I try to avoid those times, but I realize you can't always. There's no way. It's like, there's always somebody because there's so many people in the world, right? Right, babe?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unless you coordinate it with someone, but you're not
But you're still gonna always run into somebody who's live.
Who's live.
Mm-hmm. So.
Well, you're trying to figure out when people have free time. When do people have free time? Do they have free time on Sunday mornings? Late mornings, some days?
Some people do, but then people watch from all over the world. Mm-hmm. Honey. They watch from everywhere in this big round earth.
Mm-hmm.
Australia, South Africa,
Alaska,
Philippines.
Oh.
Philippines. What time is it in the Philippines? Let me guess.
12 hours.
It's
maybe 13.
13. It's 1 a.m.
Yeah.
12 a.m. Monday morning. It's Monday morning.
It's Monday morning over there, yeah. Right. My sister's birthday today.
Well, did you wish her a happy birthday? No, her sister's birthday is over.
It's birthday in the United States still.
But her birthday is over in the Philippines. And you didn't even say happy birthday to her.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you be a dear and go make me a cup of coffee?
Okay. Why are you looking? You should be looking at the camera.
I know, I'm trying. I'm
That's why I should be looking at you like this, so that we can conversate.
yeah.
What are you making? You want to show people what you're making?
I'm not making anything. I'm just making a little swatch. This is I picked this up because I brought some yarn with me in the wait. So when I got that back procedure done on Monday, I took some yarn with me because you never know with them. Sometimes you could wait in the waiting room for 90 minutes and then they'll call you in the smaller room and you wait for another 45 minutes. And then they get you in a gown and you wait in the procedure room and you could wait up to 25 minutes. So obviously in the procedure room, I can't bring my yarn, but in the big waiting room and then in the small, like doctor's office, the patient room. So I brought some yarn with me. I didn't wait too long. I mean, I did wait too long, but then I was texting. So I didn't do a lot of crochet. So I picked that up and I'm just gonna do a swatch. I have a big blanket that I'm working on, but I can't really in this area where I'm sitting. It won't fit. I have to right, babe, on the big couch, and it takes up the whole couch. It's a really big blanket, and it's getting heavy, really heavy. I took it to the scale and I weighed it. It weighs like 8 pounds so far. 8 pounds of blanket. That's a heavy blanket. That's like over, that's like a pack of sugar and then a half a pack of sugar. It's just so heavy. Oh, But the last time I made a big blanket, I said, this is the last time I'm going to make a big blanket. And obviously, I was wrong. I started another big blanket. I'm also working on another big blanket, but I did that in squares. And I'm working on putting the squares together. That's the hard part. So I have that partially. I'm working on that. I don't know. I wish I could just snap my fingers and the squares would be sewn together.
But isn't that part of the fun project?
For some people. For me, I liked making the squares. That's what I like.
Mhm.
It's just putting them together. Some people like that, putting them together.
Mhm.
What's that phrase? To each his own.
So maybe there's a service out there that puts together people's squares. You can send it in. Send it in, and I'll put your squares together.
I know a lot of people who can do it, but it's just getting to them right now. During COVID, you can't go anywhere,
Yeah, you can't.
No. I feel like I'm on house arrest sometimes.
There's a lot of people on house arrest.
I know you don't because you have your hobby and it involves going outside
Mm-hmm.
where there's no other people. So
Yeah.
for you, you're not really affected. You could just run, jump in your car, go in the middle of nowhere, birds, 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 birds,
I
birds.
just look out my window and I see my
You
birds.
look out the window. So this really isn't affecting you.
No.
You
Well,
really have
actually,
no idea.
The only thing that is affecting me, a lot of my spots where I used to look at birds. See, now a lot of places are closed.
Oh, you can't even drive in there?
But a lot of people, there's a lot of, like in the summer, there's a lot more people in the forest preserves. So now sometimes I go to my spots and you'll have dozen people driving their bikes fast or walking fast or talking and scaring my birds away.
Yeah, because they can't go anywhere.
And then they look at me
indoors.
like I'm weird. I'm like, mofos, this is my area.
Don't tell them. Don't, you can't say more. YouTube is gonna.
Oh yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of people like, yeah, there's a lot more people just zooming by, or I'm trying to take a picture of a bird and here comes a bike.
Like in
And it's
April.
people just talking.
In
talking loud.
April, when the lockdown first happened, everybody was outside. Everybody, the streets were just filled with people outside. You know, they couldn't do anything. I mean, when the lockdown didn't happen, everybody was inside on their devices, playing games, chatting with people. Then, when that's all they said we can do, people were like, "Well, no, I don't want to do." They wanted to do the opposite of what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even the guy I ran into, he's walking his dog, and he's like, "Well, I used to just let my dogs loose over here because there's nobody that went to the forest preserve. But now he can't do that anymore. He's got to leash his dog all the time."
What kind of dog was it?
It was a furry. I think it was a German Shepherd.
German Shepherd.
Yeah.
Are German Shepherds expensive?
Wow.
Someone was telling me that they know somebody who's about to buy a German Shepherd, but they were going to pay $5,000 for it.
Really? It's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Well, the dog.
Otherwise, they're going to train him for as a police dog or something.
Oh yeah, because German Shepherds are police dogs, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Those are good dogs, German Shepherds. I mean, I used to be afraid of them when I was a little girl, but that was when I didn't understand dogs. Now that I know a lot about dogs, German Shepherds are a good dog. German Shepherds are a good dog. Doberman Pinschers are a good dog. Pit Bulls are even nice dogs.
Needy.
And Bulldogs. That's another dog. I like the Boxer. Like my boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. His name is Vito. He's a Boxer dog. I see him on TikTok a lot. TikTok. That TikTok is like crack. I think we discussed this before. And Mr. Hook over there, he got a little jealous of my TikTok. And he was mean to me.
How was
Can you
that mean
believe
to
that? Yeah.
I told you someone's not funny.
Yeah, that guy's not really funny. I think he was jealous.
I couldn't understand it though. Now I understand.
Anyway, there's a lot of funny people on TikTok, but I put a time limit on my phone.
What else did I say about it?
No, we're not going to discuss it right now. I'm telling you. Okay, so what was I going to say?
YouTube will ban us for saying that.
What? Oh, yeah.
Or TikTok.
Yeah, I don't know. YouTube has funny rules. So does TikTok.
YouTube and Facebook.
TikTok has funny rules too.
You know, I like Facebook just runs the world now. You know, I want to get rid of Facebook, but it's just so connected.
Yeah, you know,
Facebook.
The spooky thing is when you go on Amazon and you look at something, then you go on Facebook and it advertises that same product you were looking at.
You know,
it's so spooky.
At one point, I just think of something and Facebook advertises that something.
I was on the phone with my aunt talking about a movie. Okay, then I went to search it on YouTube. I wrote CO and the whole title of the movie came on. Oh my gosh. That's just so spooky. Well, anyway, babe.
Ben said hi.
Hi, Zach. How are you? I was letting you play last night. How's it going? I'm just here on a Sunday morning doing a little crochet with a.
Did anyone ever notice that too on
coffee.
Facebook? Do people notice that? That when you think of something or look at something on your phone and then before you know it, you see an ad on Facebook for it.
I wonder, how about anybody out there? I know Alexa likes to listen to.
Really?
Mhm.
Alexa's Google, isn't it?
Alexa is Google.
So Google, between Google and Facebook and Twitter, we really have no privacy.
No, you have to set it up. It defaults to no privacy, but you have to
Yeah,
set it up.
either way, it's a part of life now. You just gotta be
Oh,
careful.
Zach, his tooth hurts a lot still. Oh my gosh. These I have a tooth issue here too, and it woke me up 1:30 a.m. this morning. Um, it's just getting worse and worse. To fix it, it's like a cosmetic thing, but not really, because it affects me in other ways. No one could see it, so I don't know why it falls under cosmetic. And it costs like 2,000 to fix.
Does Zach have hmm,
Oh,
well, even with insurance, Zach, I think they make you pay up front
they
too.
do.
We have insurance. We have really good insurance, but we have to pay a part up front. I think it's like they charge like $700 or something.
It's terrible. Those tooth procedures are expensive.
Hmm.
And such a small thing in your mouth, in your body. It causes you so much pain. Tooth pain is like the worst pain. It affects your head. It affects your back. It like every part of your body hurts just from one tooth. One tooth. Oh, no dental insurance. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
so sorry. Now,
Yeah, that's
is that like
rough.
a back molar or something?
A root canal? I don't know
Which tooth?
which
I don't
tooth is
know.
it. Mine, I removed my last tooth, right? But I have to have a what do you call those? A crown? Is
Mhm.
that what I need? Because otherwise my teeth are gonna shift.
Tell them,
And they're shifting now.
tell them about my trigeminal root canal story.
Oh, it's your front tooth.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
my husband went for several root canals because he had pain here. He had pain here, like zaps of pain, zaps. So they kept doing root canals. That wasn't fixing the problem. It ended up being he had a condition in his brain, this trigeminal nerve. So it was affecting this whole face. Like,
And it felt like a toothache. So after a root canal, I was still having tooth pains, which I thought was tooth pains. And then the root canal doctor, which is not a dentist, or what do you call them?
a periodontist.
Periodont, whoever makes the root canal. Like, sure, yeah, you want me to pull it? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead, pull it. And then suddenly it dawned on him that it was something else. It was neuralgia.
So he never pulled it.
So he never pulled it. Thank goodness he didn't pull it. But I got a root canal for nothing.
Mm-hmm. Good. Then
I
that's
did not need a root canal. So that was like $750 down the drain.
those root canals are no joke.
Yeah.
I had a few of them. You know why, right?
You know, I don't know too many people have front tooth root canal. You'd think front teeth would be cheaper because it's right there accessible. But I don't know. I'm not a dentist.
Yeah. I I went to the dentist a lot as a child. That's because my mom worked in the candy factory and she brought home candy all the time. Not only my mom, but my dad and my aunts and my uncles and my grandparents and everyone around me worked in the candy factory. And Christmas time was so nice because we could get a big box of chocolates and there was 2 layers of chocolates. And this one had a map. You know how life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. But this one had a map on top. So, you, according to what shape it was, it told you what it was you were about to eat. And in the middle was a big solid chocolate. And it had a letter B on it because the company's name was Brock's. So B for Brox. And everybody would fight for that chocolate B. I want the B. But because there were so many employees in our home, there were several Brox boxes of chocolate. And that's why this girl right here was always at the dentist because cavities, cavities, cavities. I didn't know it wasn't normal to go to the dentist every couple months. Now I just go twice a year and everything is fine. I had one dentist though that was, remember that Dr. Krebs?
Yeah.
I said his name. He would fill our cavity, but not all the way. So then it would have a cavity again.
There are some dishonest dentists out there.
Man,
Yeah.
that guy.
Like every time I went there, I had cavity. I'm like, what?
Every single time,
And
right?
then now that I changed dentists, I haven't had cavity in probably 10 years.
Me neither. All I had was this back tooth that needed to be pulled, but that's it.
Yeah. Well, Zach, I hope you get that worked out.
Yeah.
Hi, Lashera, Crochet.
I just hope we don't say these names wrong.
I know, I'm horrible.
I know.
Namesayer. Well, I guess I can, or people say my name wrong.
People
all
say
my
your
life.
name wrong. People say Eon, Ion.
Okay, well, thanks, Lashera. I said it right.
You said it right.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know who all is watching, but I just,
Click it.
I feel like I need to give a shout out because every week my Aunt Mary and Uncle Robert mentioned that they watch me. So hello, Aunt Mary and Uncle Robert, if you're watching. I think you are because you always tell me that you watch. So thank you. So,
what are you making? Show them what you're making.
oh, I'm just making a swatch here. I mentioned it earlier. Just a swatch. This is a swatch is what you make when you just want to keep your hands busy and you don't know what to make. Or some people make granny squares. That's why people.
Well, I think
You
a
see-
swatch is a watch from the 80s.
No, that's
I
different.
had one.
A swatch is like a swatch
Who
of
had a
fabric.
swatch?
Those swatches were the bomb. Maybe I can't even say that word. Sorry. Those swatches were amazing. They had covers on the
What?
on the thing, you know the thing.
Oh, the plastic covers, the
Mhm.
guards. There's no called guards.
I wish they would make a guard for my
I want to
The
watch.
Apple
I want to
Watch.
swatch. People still buy them on eBay or sell them on
Really?
eBay. But
yeah, they were
probably
popular.
Lashera said she loves your baskets up there.
Thank you. I have an addiction to making baskets. They're so fun, but I have to wear those ergonomic gloves because they are a nightmare on my hands. They are a nightmare.
They're heavy.
I mean, I make mine with 4 strands of yarn together. So, and it's a big crochet hook that I use.
Which crochet hook? Can you see the hooks? You can see the hooks from up there. Point to your right shoulder.
Those hooks?
Yeah.
Can't
Shoulder.
I can't reach those.
Well, they can see them.
Yeah. No, can they see them?
Yeah, they can see them.
Those are some big hooks, but those are not the hooks I use to make my baskets. The hooks I use to make my baskets are in the other room. In that box there, in that purple case. Yeah, my set of Clover Amour hooks. Oh my gosh, that I was so excited when I bought them. That was my big major purchase when I started learning how to crochet. I know, Zach, I have a lot of yarn and I'm trying not to go to the store because I'm at the point where I think, oh yes, I have enough yarn. But as I was building up my stash, I was at the yarn shops every single day. either Joann's, Michael's, or Hobby Lobby, or local yarn shops. We call those LYS, local yarn shops.
Which are closed right now, right?
Well, they were closed completely in the start of the lockdown, but they opened up. There's a limited amount of people, but the deal in that box
What box?
that you don't see it in that box.
What box?
That's by the bookshelf in our room.
Oh,
So the deal with the yarn shops, the part that I miss is the local yarn shops used to have in-person stitched togethers. So you would come at a certain day at a certain time and bring your project, and there would be a big table. You would sit around and all the ladies would gather. There would be snacks, and it was a 2-hour window, and you would just crochet or knit and talk. There's another word for it. I can't say what it is, but let's just say people call it stitch and itch, but you know what letter goes in front of that itch. That's what it's called too. Because you would stitch and then complain about your husband, about your job, about your coworkers, complain about your kids and the homework they get, and so that was always fun. I miss that. That is not going to happen. That we tried it doing it virtually, and I still do it with my friends. We have a virtual Zoom where we crochet and talk.
I don't see that box, but here, show them this little basket. It's cute.
You don't see that box that's it's brown? Look. Oh, you know what? You know why you don't see that box?
What?
It's right here in front. Sorry. No. Sorry. He brought me this basket. This is not what I'm looking for. This basket was what I keep my little accessories in. So that you could put back. I'm like, the basket. I mean the box. You don't see the box, it's right here. My laptop is sitting on top of the box. Sorry. Zach said he'll be right back. Okay, Zach. All right. So I am in the middle of making a batch of my Italian gravy, my spaghetti sauce. I started it last night. Are you excited?
Yes, I'm excited.
You're excited? I love that sauce. I don't have any meat though. So, babe, if you want meat, you have to go to the store and get some meat.
You got some ground venison.
I'm not going to do the venison. Nope. Maybe I'll make your own batch and you could put.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. Does venison go with Italian gravy?
Yeah. Zach said you have a lot of yarn.
I know. We had a whole conversation with it when you were gone. We were talking about it for a long time. We have 4 thumbs and 6 people.
Lashira said the one you touch is the one she likes the most, so maybe she wants to see the whole thing.
This one. The fall one. Yes. This is my latest one. This is the one, I think it's not the biggest basket I made, but it's pretty big. It's a fall theme basket.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
This one looks like a Christmas basket.
It is a Christmas basket. It's made with Christmas yarn.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The color is called, I think, Fiesta.
It looks like a candy cane.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got this, too.
I showed this last week.
Oh, okay, right.
Or I showed it on my video.
Oh, yeah.
You should probably watch some of my videos. I'm just saying. Maybe you would like something. He'll ask me a question and I'll go, well, you just proved that you didn't watch my video. Because if you watch the video, you would know the answer to that question. He often gets himself in trouble. Don't you?
The sheriff said the baskets are beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah,
Well, how long did it make you to make a basket like that?
Okay, if I don't do anything else, it would take me about 4 to 6 hours to make that basket.
A big basket?
Yeah.
Really?
You think that's slow?
That's fast.
That's fast?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's if I don't do anything else. So, but I often have to stop and make food for somebody who's always hungry. And then I have to wash their clothes. And then I have to clean their dishes.
So life gets in the way of crochet.
Yeah.
Well, life gets in the way of my birding.
I know. Darn that work, that job of yours, and then you can't even watch birds the way you want as often.
Iris Perez Crochet and More says hello.
Hi, thanks for coming in, Iris. That is, she comes in on Triple C show. I know her from Triple C. And I wasn't able to go live with Triple C on Thursday because I had another procedure on Thursday. So all these things, life gets in the way of YouTube too, right? I mean, there are some times where I'm on YouTube the whole day. The whole day I have YouTube on. Not all the time, but YouTube also has movies that you could rent from.
Mm-hmm.
And I rented a movie a couple times on there. But I don't ask him, because if I ask him, he says, what?
What?
Do you want to rent a movie? What's
No.
your answer? No.
It's automatic no.
Automatic no.
I recorded a movie for you, though.
What movie?
I know you've been wanting to watch a movie every day. One.
What?
Cruel Intentions.
That's your favorite movie. That's your favorite movie because you like Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yes.
I'm a
fan.
Ryan Phillippe is cute there. I used to have a crush on Ryan Phillippe.
Reese Witherspoon is there, too.
Reese Witherspoon. Yes.
Iris wants to know what you're working on.
Selma Blair is on there. Iris, I'm working on anything, just a swatch, just because I need to keep my hands busy.
Nope.
This swatch is getting pretty big. I don't have any plans for this thing.
Well, what else are you working on? Do you have any?
I have a big giant blanket that I'm working on. I have 2 big giant blankets.
Do you have a small one you can show?
I don't. No? All my blankets are giant. They're giant. I could show my squares from the one where I have like 49 squares that I have to put together that I'm dreading putting them together. Remember we were talking about that earlier? I'm dreading that. I just am not, that's not something that comes easy for me. It takes a lot of concentration. It's like knitting too. Knitting takes a lot of concentration, and I don't like to concentrate. If people, I guess it's fun for people. They could concentrate on something and have fun with it. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. Hey, maybe it will be later. I don't know. Because crochet never used to be my cup of tea. But it is now. So, oh my gosh. Anyway, I woke up with the biggest pimple on my chin. I don't know how I got it. Can you see it?
No.
It hurts. It hurts like nobody's business. It's really painful. Painful pimple.
Iris says she also hates putting squares together.
Yeah, it's really like annoying. I just want to snap my fingers and have it done. I don't know.
Carla said that you should, she agrees that baskets are works of art. Maybe you should start a Zoom weekly meeting.
Yeah, a Zoom. I Zoom with my friends on a weekly basis. And I don't know how to do. I know YouTubers. I see them They have multiple boxes with multiple people on that. I don't know how to do that yet. They use StreamYard or Zoom. I'm not up to date on how to do that yet. Not yet. I like to say that. Not yet. This guy says no. I say not yet. Not yet. When I do my yoga poses and I could see the video and the yoga teacher's asking me to do a certain pose, not yet. No, not yet. Not yet. I mean, my yoga teacher, like, she can balance on her head and form her legs backwards. I mean, she turns herself into a pretzel. No, not yet. I should let you watch what she does. Oh boy. Of course, she's, not as heavy as I am.
You're not heavy.
I'm not heavy.
You're sexy.
Hey, you can't say that word either on
You
YouTube.
can't say sexy?
You never know with YouTube. You never know.
Being censored?
Oh, Lovey Smith and
Fired?
Illini, they parted ways, it says. I don't know if he got fired or he quit. They parted ways. Oh, that's sad. In the mid-season? I thought they don't do
only
it.
have one game left. Northwestern
Oh
beat
my
them yesterday.
gosh. Is Northwestern yesterday? Was that yesterday?
Yeah,
Who won?
Northwestern.
Northwestern?
Yeah. beat 'em
Really?
bad. Yeah.
So he lost to the rivals and they
Mhm,
said
and then they got fired.
they parted ways. Oh, that's sad. Lovey Smith, for those of you who don't know, maybe you're not in Chicago. Lovey Smith was a
Bears
football
coach.
coach for our Chicago Bears. Did he take him to the Super Bowl?
Yes,
he took him to the Super Bowl, and then he got fired, just like Ditka. Ditka took the Bears to the Super Bowl, and then he got fired. Why did they do that?
Well, they short leash. She said she
And-
wants to see more. They might want them to see more baskets. But whatever.
More baskets.
The big one?
Let's see. Can they see this one over here in the corner?
This little
The
one
blue
here?
one, yeah. This one. This one I like because it is very straight. It's very stiff.
Sturdy.
Sturdy. It's very sturdy. And this one I made with Karen 1 pound
How long did
or
it take her to make that?
Karen Jumbo.
Whose pattern?
This is all my baskets are Jada and Stitches pattern.
So do you change the size? How do you?
Sometimes I change the size. Yes, I don't go too many. The bottom is a certain amount of rounds, but if I want to make it smaller, I don't do too many rounds. Also,
about
I
this
could
one?
change the size of the hook. It makes it smaller. This one is also, I was trying something with this. What was I trying? This one. No, this is not the one.
No.
But I keep a lot of my yarn scraps. Yeah, I have some
This
baskets.
one's pretty big. Well, not big.
Yeah, this one is big. This one is crazy colors. And this one down here.
What did you make this one with?
That's
Karen
just-
1 pound?
No, that's just Hobby Lobby. Variegated. This one, can you tell what it looks like? This one I made to look like a candy corn. I made it last year in October. So that's another fall themed basket. This one I made with oh goodness, what's it called? What did I make it with? It's a Lion brand. What's it called? It's a size 5 or 6. What's that yarn called? What's that yarn called? I don't know.
Your aunt and uncle said hi, or Charles said hi.
Hi, Uncle Robert. Hi, Mary. That's so nice that they said hello. They're such a nice couple.
Iris wants to know if you double yarn.
I double the yarn. I quadruple the yarn. 4 yarn strands. Yes. And it's taxing on my hands. I have to wear those gloves to protect my hands.
Whatever happened to that magnetic gloves I bought you? Still use them?
Yes. Well, the magnetic gloves, I can't use them with the yarn because they have
Copper.
the
Actually, the copper.
on the palms they have like a rubber grip. They're grippy gloves. So that would be in the way of my yarn. You know? I'm trying to figure out the name of that yarn that I use. Because now it's bugging me that I don't know the name of that yarn that I use for that candy corn basket. Now it's just irritating me.
Which one is it? This candy corn one?
The candy corn one that I just showed. Yarns.
Well, maybe someone can tell. Can give you
Yarn
ideas.
Bulky. It's. Oh, I didn't know they made sponge cake yarn. Babe, they made sponge cake yarn.
What's sponge cake?
I don't know. Color Made Easy. Color Made Easy. I made it with Color Made Easy. It's a 5-weight yarn. And I made it with 3 colors. My gosh, I better get off this website because softball yarn? What's softball yarn? Sponge cake yarn. What the heck is sponge cake yarn? Oh, sponge cake yarn. Babe, I have to get this sponge cake
Let's
yarn.
go.
I don't think they
Are you able to show that on YouTube?
So I don't it's hard to show. Can you see? It's sponge cake yarn. Yes. Sponge cake yarn. I don't know. It's a 5. I just got a text from my Aunt Carmen. She's watching. Hello, Aunt Carmen. So I have 2 aunts watching me. And guess what, everybody? I don't think I have my mom watching me. I don't think she watches my channel. I don't think she watches. She's like you, babe. Nah.
I watch your channel.
You let them play. You don't watch it. You don't pay attention.
Yeah, well.
Because then you ask me questions about everyday things that if you watch the video, you would know the answer to.
I watched it. I just don't pay attention to it.
Oh, well, it's
I
called,
know I'm supposed to have a test every time.
I will quiz you. I will quiz you. Yes. So get ready for the quiz. My Vlogmas from yesterday, I'm going to have a quiz. It's only 4 minutes long.
Vlog.
It's not vlog, it's vlog. And I keep saying.
Last week we had a different background, just so you know. Like this week we have this background.
Last week we didn't have any background.
Yeah. We have
plain white.
Right.
Which he cannot stand.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the plain white background. But you know me, I like plain. I like my plain hot dog, my pizza, just cheese, vanilla, ice cream.
Yeah, but your husband's not plain.
No. I have all the sprinkles and all the whipped cream and all the extras, pepperoni on his pizza, sausage and onions and vegetables and mushrooms and what else do you put on there? Spinach and it's a lot. I just like my plain cheese pizza. I'm like Kevin from Home Alone. A lovely cheese pizza just for me.
So what else are you what yarn are you using right now?
This is Hobby Lobby yarn. I love this yarn. This is like a variegated. This is just a little ball I had left from a project that I did. So I only had a little bit left. That's why I'm just using this to make, just to do something. I have so many of these. So many of these. How about you? Iris, are you still here? You crochet. Do you have a lot of swatches? How about Lashera? Are you still here? Do you have a lot of these? I don't know what to do with them. And some people say put them together as a blanket, but then again, I don't like putting together squares. It's good on paper, but I'm just not into
Well, how
it.
many, do you have enough squares to make enough, a whole blanket then?
Yeah, I have that basket right there is filled with
What's
squares.
her name, that YouTuber that makes people send squares and then they put it together or something? And then they make a drawing?
That was Chris. Oh, you pay attention. Look at you. He remembers something.
Crystal?
Crystal from Bag O' Day Crochet. Last year, she had everybody turn in a granny square. And she had somebody put together all the granny squares to make a blanket. That was actually before I was able to make a granny square. So I watched that and I was very jealous because I was like, I was suffering with the fact that I could not make a granny square. Could not get it. Steich,
No.
Ian. I could not get that granny square down. I couldn't.
But now you have plans.
Now I can make a granny square in my sleep, but it was so irritating to me. I couldn't get it. I couldn't do it. Okay. You don't do swatches for nothing. I do swatches for nothing. You must not ever go to the doctor's office. I go to the doctor's office for everything. And I'm constantly in waiting rooms. So I bring my yarn. I don't want to bring a big project because sometimes I need to watch the video while I'm doing the project, or sometimes it's a giant project like a blanket. So I always end up making a lot of these. Okay, you got to make a quick trip to the store for ingredients for dinner. Sounds good. We're going to go later on for probably some ground beef for my spaghetti sauce. All right, bye, Zach. Have a good day. And the rest of you, let's see how many thumbs we have up. We have 5 thumbs. What is wrong with this picture? We have 8 people in here, but only 5 thumbs. We need more thumbs, right? Did you put thumbs up?
I put thumbs up.
Did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
That's good. All right.
Yeah.
So how many days until Christmas?
I changed my, well, I don't know, the 13th now, so we have
12 more days.
12 more days.
So does the 12 days of Christmas start today?
I guess so.
We need one of those calendars.
Yeah. Iris says she always takes a baby blanket to the doctor's office.
Yeah, what stitch do you use for a baby blanket? Obviously you can't do a granny square because their little fingers get caught in it. I'm always afraid to make a baby blanket because I'm thinking maybe the holes are too small. But everybody makes baby blankets. So what stitch do you normally use? Lashera's going, hi. Okay, bye, Lashera. Have a great day. Have a great week. And I will see you in the YouTube land. All right. Oh, dear. Did I do the last stitch? Half double. This is half double crochet. And sometimes with half double, the last stitch likes to hide. And you can easily skip it. And then your sides will be uneven. That's the part with half double. It's an easy stitch, but you just got to be careful. That's the stitch that my husband does not understand. The half double crochet.
It's a half and it's a double. It doesn't add up.
You don't get it.
I don't get it.
Because half of a double is what?
It's one.
Is one. So that would be a single.
Half double double.
Half double. And then there's double treble. You know there's double treble?
No, I didn't know that.
There's treble and then there's double treble. That's a whopping stitch, the double treble.
Kind of like double mint gum. Those commercials back in the 80s with twins.
Double mint.
Anybody remember those?
The double mint twins.
Half double, triple. Oh. Well, yeah.
I remember the commercial, speaking of gum, for Big Red gum. Do you remember that commercial, or were you still in the Philippines?
I wasn't in the Philippines, but I remember tasting big gum.
And oh my gosh, the commercials though for Big Red, these people would just kiss in public. they'd be at the park and they'd start kissing, like kissing. And that was the commercial for Big Red. And then also there was a commercial for a deodorant, Arid Extra Dry. The slogan was "Get a little closer with Arid Extra Dry." And people were smooching on the commercial. I can't believe they would. That's weird.
Ira says she likes the crazy shell stitch from Yolanda Soto.
Yolanda Soto. Oh, is she a YouTuber? You have to check her out.
Crazy shell stitch. I don't
Crazy
even know what
shell
that means.
stitch. That sounds like something that I would be interested in. Crazy shell stitch. Crazy shell stitch. Say
So,
that. Crazy,
crazy
shell,
shell
stitch.
So tell we're probably you need three subscribers. So someone needs to invite their friends.
Yeah, the other day one of my Vlogmases, I mentioned how I was at $3.99 and then it went to $3.98. So one subscriber, you are important. So why don't you come back? Then the next day it's at $3.97. So that's two of you who have left. I don't know why you left, but if you can come back, or how about this? Any of you out there who are already subscribed, share this video and maybe we can get more subscribers. Because
Yes.
when we get to 1,000,
Yeah.
I could start doing lives from my phone.
Um,
Not that I would probably want to do that often, but I don't know.
yeah.
Then who knows? Who knows? But with YouTube, you got to be consistent. Otherwise, you will lose viewers. But I remember my first YouTube channel that I was watching. Can you remember your first favorite YouTube channel? Mine was Yolanda Soto Unique Stitch. I gotta check her channel out. My first YouTube channel was called The Key of Awesome.
Oh, yeah, I remember
The Key of Awesome, and they would do parodies of
video.
of music videos.
Mm-hmm.
So they would take a music video of Jennifer Lopez,
Mm-hmm.
and they would do a parody of it. Oh my gosh, they were so clever, very clever people. Check out that channel. They're no longer doing videos,
No?
but they have millions of subscribers. But they haven't done a video in years.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wonder why.
He announced that he was taking a break,
And you never came back.
and he said he doesn't know how long he was gonna be gone for.
Is that of ideas?
I think
How could you run out of ideas when there's new hit songs all the time?
I think he's burnt out.
Oh.
And his wife used to come out on the videos, but in the end she sang, but I don't know if they got divorced or something.
Probably.
I have a feeling they got a divorce because I hadn't seen her at the end, towards the end, but I don't know. Maybe they didn't get divorced. I don't know. I just didn't ever see her. So.
All right, it's noontime.
It's noon. Time for football.
Yeah.
When is kickoff?
No.
Now?
Right.
Who are they playing?
They are playing Houston.
Bears. Chicago Bears against Houston. Is it Astros?
No.
No?
Texans.
I thought Houston Astros was a team.
That was back then when that was a baseball team.
It's a baseball team?
Yeah, right.
Well, how do I keep track of these things?
We don't. It's hard to keep track.
I don't know. But okay, I guess we'll hop off here and we will see you. I will see you. I'll be seeing you. You'll be seeing me tomorrow, Monday, for Vlogmas Day 14. And then we'll only have 11 more days for Vlogmas. And Vlogmas will be over. And I am hoping to see my son. I don't know if he's going to be able to come home because of the thing that's going on. But he's out in Pennsylvania. So I don't know. Christmas will be different this year. Christmas, that's a song. Christmas won't be the same this year. Jackson 5.
You're not supposed to sing, right?
You're not supposed to sing. That was one line from a song, though. I don't think they'll penalize me for saying one line. Oh, YouTube and the
show that
race.
extravaganza chunky. I like that.
You like the extravaganza? This is, I guess, his favorite thing to look at. I bought this because why would you pass this up? Why would you not buy this at the store if you saw this? And I have no project in mind for it, but it's just pretty. And I like it. And it is acrylic.
Iris said bye.
By Iris. And it is machine washable. The color is called Shade. That's the color. I got it from a local yarn shop. Yeah. All my lovelies back there. All right, we shall go, and everybody have a good week. Take care, and I will see you possibly next week for a live. I'm not sure. I'm not going to promise anything because you never know what life is going to hand you, right? Okay, bye. Take care and stay safe.